Dear students, we are studying the second chapter, Life Giving Water. We learned about the importance of water, which gives us life. We understand certain properties of water. Let's discuss it together. Okay. The first property of water is water dissolves many substances. This property of water helps us to make tea, juices, and other soft drinks. It enables us to cook by adding salt into it. Okay. The second property is that water can flow so that we can carry water through the pipes and it is useful in the process of making electricity. Water stores in dams then carry it through pipes. The flow of water can revolve the turbines and thus electricity is generated. Okay. Then the next property is water carries heat. This property is used for boiling water, used for sterilization and cooking purposes. Water doesn't have any shape, so it acquires the shape of the vessel that it contains. So water can be stored in tanks and containers. Next property is water exists in three states of matter. The solid state ice is used in industrial fields to store fishes, used in cool baths to prepare soft drinks. Steam is used to cook food and used in industrial fields. These are all the points that we have studied earlier. We revised it again. Okay, today let's perform an experiment. Okay, what are the materials required for this experiment? Water is the first one. Then we need some salt, silica, that is manal, then sugar, coriander powder, chili powder, sugar candy, then potassium permanganate, jaggery, copper sulfate, kerosene, coconut oil, etc. The procedure is like this. You should add each substance one by one to the water and note down whether it is soluble or not. So, our first activity is here. Activity number 1. Classify the given substance into two groups, that is water soluble substances and water insoluble substances. Salt, silica or sand, manal, sugar, coriander powder, chili powder, sugar candy, potassium permanganate, copper sulfate, kerosene and coconut oil. Okay, this is the activity number 1. So we write your observations and inferences in your science notebook. You should have write the experiment note for this experiment. Did you remember the method of writing experiment notes? We wrote it earlier in the experiment using red amaranth leaves. Okay, so let's write the experiment note for this experiment also. This is the second activity, activity number 2. Complete the experiment note given below. First one is materials required. Which are the materials required? The list of the substances that we have studied earlier. Okay. What is the aim to this experiment? It is to find out the substances which are soluble in water and to find out the substances which are insoluble in water. Next is procedure. You should write the procedure of that you have done to perform this experiment. Next one is inference. Inference is which are the substances that are soluble in water and which are the products that are insoluble in water. Okay, all of you perform the experiment. Okay, good. If the school is open, we will perform this experiment in groups. It is an easy experiment, so all of you should perform this experiment with the help of elders. Okay. In the experiment, it is not easy to dissolve some substances. What are the tricks that you used for dissolving substances? What is the method of adopted by your mother whenever you ask to dissolve sugar in your cup of tea? Yes, it is stirring by a spoon. So it is one of the method to dissolve substances fastly. Stirring by a spoon. When you dissolve jaggery, which dissolves quickly, the big piece or the smaller piece? Yes, the smallest piece dissolve fastly. So it is the second method to dissolve substances fastly is to break the substances into smaller pieces. Okay, when you prepare a juice, when you add sugar, before adding ice cubes or after adding ice cubes, is there any difference between the two? When we add sugar into cold water, it dissolves very slowly. So when temperature increases, the substances dissolves easily or quickly. So the third one is hot water dissolves substances easily. Let's come to the third activity, activity number 3. What is the method adopted by your mother to dissolve asafoetida, that means kayam, asafoetida pieces in sambar? The second question, suggest methods to dissolve sugar easily while making tea or juice. Okay, this is the activity number 3 and we will go to the next session. Okay, when a substance dissolves completely, thus made a solution. When it is not dissolved or dissolves partially, it is termed as a mixture or mishridam. You will study about mixtures in higher classes. Okay, now let's think about a solution. When we dissolve salt in water, it's a salt solution. The salt which dissolves in water to make the solution is called solute. That is, the substance dissolves to form solution is called a solute. So in salt solution, salt is a solute, and in sugar solution, sugar is a solute. In which the solute dissolves to form solution, it is called solvent. In salt solution, water is the solvent. In sugar solution, also water is the solvent. Okay. Solute is not only a solid particle but also liquids and even gases are also solute. In a lime juice solution, juice of lime which is in liquid state dissolves in water to form lime juice solution. All the aquatic organisms including fishes breathe the oxygen dissolves in water. So water in the water bodies are also solution in which oxygen dissolves in it. Did you ever taste soda? Do you know how it is made? Carbon dioxide is a gas. It will not dissolve in marks in normal condition. By using high pressure, carbon dioxide dissolves in water to give rise to soda water, which is a solute here. Carbon dioxide is a solute here. It is in the gaseous state. So here is our activity number 4. Complete the first table in page number 24 of our textbook. Okay.